This is To the Rescue Authentic Networking, and I'm Jennifer Johnson, Executive Director of TTR Networking and Relationship Marketing Coach. This show is all about authentic business networking know-how, relationship building, and the success strategies used by our members to grow their businesses and to give back to local nonprofits. Be sure to stay up to date. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell to get the notifications. Oh, yeah, and please visit our website, ttrnetworking.com. We are TTR Networking. We're industry-exclusive networking groups. We meet weekly to share easy relationship marketing tools, fun, entertaining, and informative events and fundraising. We are so glad you're here. Now on with the show.
Welcome to the Rescue Authentic Networking. I'm Nicole Williams, along with my co-host Jennifer Johnson and Dawn Evans Casey. We have an amazing show for you today. But first, we want to let you know you can find out more about us on ttrnetworking.com. And also, we would like to give a shout out to Send Out Cards. We just so appreciate them. It's a way we can reach out to everybody with a tangible touch.
Yes.
And send a free card on us at www.sendoutcards.com/thankful single mama. Thank you so much. Jennifer, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. This is going to get all tattered and torn because I'm going to keep it as long as it takes. And I'm just glad that, so that is the name that I'm really good. I'm good considering that we're all stuck in this crazy pandemic. I would say pandemic, that's horrible, isn't it? But you know, it has definitely, it's every day, it's a new struggle for everybody. We're all dealing with it, but I'm doing very well. And going back to the positives here, this happens to be that's the name of your blog, isn't it?
Yes, thankfulsinglemama.com. Yes.
Yes. So tell us about Thankful Single Mama. What is that?
It's kind of a brand new blog. My goal is to inspire, motivate, encourage anybody involving children, whether it's parents, whether it's teachers, caregivers, friends of friends. Just like in a time like now with the pandemic, there's like homeschooling, just e-learning so much. And, my hope is to inspire them, give some things I've learned in the past 12 years as a single mom. And I also taught for 7 years. I've got 2 girls, freshman in high school and a senior in high school. So kind of a lot of things that might help. A lot of lessons I've learned the hard way that if I could make it easier for someone, I'm glad.
Well, that's awesome. And that's exactly what you're doing through that. And you've come along and you've become part of our network, and
yes, I love it.
Kinds of cool stuff. We're having fun. You're welcome. Dawn, you're there.
Yeah.
How's our connection? Is our connection good today? We've had a couple
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna knock on wood. My desk is it's gotten a lot of knocks right here, but it's working so far. It's funny. Dawn, what's going on with you? You are here today. You look beautiful.
Well, thank you. So do all of you.
Thank you.
With me, I'm staying busy. In the midst of this pandemic, I think it's good to wake up every day thankful, with a plan to accomplish something. So staying busy, staying on top of what's going on in the travel world, since that is my for-profit business. Making a lot of connections on my nonprofit side with my Claiming Your Roots, genealogy, family history, nonprofit, and reaching out to people, making connections, helping others to do their own family history searches and how to involve multi-generational their families, from the grandparents, to adults and children involved in doing that family history search, which is really interesting. And a lot of people, I think, while they are experiencing some downtime, are even more interested in participating in that. And looking out for nonprofits in the area, finding out what they need, connecting them to people who can assist them. And my networking group, Collaborating Connections, is finalizing details, working with the Voice of the Victim for their upcoming fundraiser, putting together educational packets for kids, whether they're homeschooled or whether they'll have the opportunity to get back to school, making sure that they have good resources to be effective. So that's what's keeping me busy as of late. Glad to be here.
You are very busy, and I know this is a good time to kind of segue into our guest, who's a very busy woman, and she's actually moving around while we're talking to her. Jamie James, how are you?
I am wonderful. How are you, Jennifer?
We're good. We are glad to have Jamie here. She is the administrator and co-creator of Indie Bride to Be. She's also a member of our Fisher's Favorites group. So Dawn leads one group, Nicole and I are in another group, and Jamie is actually in our Fisher's Favorites group, which we featured them a couple weeks ago because that's a group of all women. It's not the way we planned it, but it's turned out great. So we are just so excited that you are here today, Jamie. I know you're busy.
Thank you.
We always start out, it's indiebridetobe.com is your website. We'll ask you that again later, and we'll make sure it's in the notes that we want to make sure. But the question always really is, who are you? What do you do? And how is this whole pandemic thing, affecting you? I mean, it's obviously affecting you and your business. So take it away. Tell us about you.
Thanks so much, Jennifer. Yes, I'm Jamie James with indiebridetobe.com, and we are a bridal website that helps connect vendors with brides and brides with vendors. It also gives inspiration, ideas, and all kinds of events that are going on in the Indianapolis area. It allows brides to be able to be connected with all of that. And we also do bridal shows, which are really fun because we do mock weddings. Some actually turn into real weddings. Yeah. And it is a fun way to see how a venue can actually become your great wedding that you dreamed of. So it is right now, of course, I think we all know weddings are on hold. Yeah. And most of the venues have canceled weddings through June and are rescheduling them, later this year and even into next year. So it's a very trying time for brides, but we're all here to keep them positive. Your wedding will happen. You will have that dream wedding. It's just not going to happen right now. Yeah. And it's stressful, but I'll tell you what, you won't believe how many wonderful brides are being so patient and understanding and realizing this is more important and that we've just got to put things on hold. And we are here to help. I am here to talk to them, to give them advice, to give them comfort, to give them ideas of what they can do in the future.
Because this will end, right?
Yes, this will end. It will end hopefully here pretty soon. And we're all hoping so. And we have to have that positive, outlook, definitely. But the bridal industry is, a wonderful industry. I mean, people will be getting married, whether pandemic or no pandemic, people will be getting married. So it's just a matter of kind of just reshifting your whole idea on what maybe your wedding's going to look like. So we have a lot of great ideas, a lot of ways to maybe do a smaller wedding if we really want to have one quickly, and otherwise holding off and realizing you will get married. It just might not be next month or the month after. So.
Yeah. Well, I know that the other ladies have a question, but I would just say we can see your lovely your
Yes.
lovely
I was gonna
sash.
ask.
You got your sash and it says bride to be, right?
My bling ring.
And you got
Yes.
your bling ring. Those are things
It's
that
got the
people,
bling ring.
oh, it's lighting up. And then
It lights
behind,
up.
Wow.
yeah, you actually have to go to one of Daisy's events. Because if you're a bride, you get to wear that sash and you get to, well,
Yes.
maybe not that one, but she's got other ones. And then the bling ring is pretty cool. The stuff behind you, your
Yes.
that is your new this is
It's our new office.
oh, your new
Yes.
office. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Our new
So-
office. Well, it won't be done till later this year. Or this is actually the hallway, which we are going to our lobby area. So it's really pretty. We just got it painted and put all the plants and for pictures. So it's a work in progress, but we're excited about it.
But if somebody were to meet with you, they would potentially meet you there, or they could even do a Zoom call with you too, right?
Yes, they will meet this. They can meet me here, or of course right now doing Zoom calls, but yes, definitely. So
well, cool.
We're excited about it.
Yeah, well, I've been to that location. It's beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful
Thank
before.
you.
I can't even imagine. Okay, Nicole, take it away. I'll ask her all the questions if you don't.
I was gonna ask her too.
Yeah.
Our show is about authentic networking, and we
Yes.
were wondering what authentic means to you.
Well, what authentic means to me is keeping it real, being honest, being truthful, and working together to promote our businesses. And I think that's why I love our networking group. It's wonderful because we are here to keep it real and to keep everybody's name as out front. Like the first person I think of when somebody asks me about a certain business is somebody from our networking group. And I refer them to, one of my networking friends. I call them friends and associates. And it's wonderful because we really have a great group here, and we really are dedicated to promoting each other's business.
That's wonderful.
All right,
Thank you.
Dawn, are you there? You look like are you there?
I am. I'm here.
It's just funny how
Yes,
Zoom
yes.
does this. I think it's just the technology, but your turn.
Okay. Jamie, you talked about connecting brides and vendors and how awesome that is. Can you share with us how you gather new clients or make those types of connections,
Right.
and how being a part of the net?
Yes, definitely. What I do is I actually do a lot of prospecting, and I talk to a bunch of different vendors whether it's at a wedding show, at a bridal show, whether it's through referrals I've gotten through some of my networking people, and throughout my community, people that I know are quality people that will serve my brides well, that will be there, that will show up. I also, whenever a new venue is coming in, a new barn, or somebody's opening a new venue, I try to meet with them and, whether doing an open house or a show or something there, and help promote that venue so that we can get it filled up for the next year or two. So I work in many different ways to prospect and to, get quality vendors. So when I recommend them to a bride, that I feel really good that, they're going to take care of them and that they're going to get that beautiful wedding that they're planning.
And it's actually a website. So somebody,
Yes.
yeah. So I know in some of our groups, you've actually talked about, like how many hits you're getting on your website. Do you have an updated?
Well, usually it's up to 3,000 a month. And when we were on Say Yes to the Dress, it went up to almost 5,000. So that was really fun. When I had the ads going out for Say Yes to the Dress, and it was sponsored by IndieBrideToBe.com, we really got a lot of traffic. And I'm hoping that, we can continue with that, after this pandemic. I think hopefully what I'm trying to do now is, put some of the blogs that are fun and inspirational, that give people ideas, and just letting them know we're here, that, yeah, you can contact me via email, or you can even call me. If you really need to talk to somebody, call me. I will be here and I will answer your call.
And Dawn, I didn't mean to kind of jump on that, but it is a website. So you do in-person networking with our groups, and
Yes.
you do a number of other groups too. I mean, I'm happy that you've had a really, your group has, I mean, there's a really nice chemistry about, but that does happen in a lot of, networking things. If it's worth its time, it does work into that.
It does.
So networking, but you also have because you said something about say yes to the dress, right?
Yes.
You actually, maybe you can.
I got that through Amber Guthrie. She's in one of my other networking groups. She actually is with Comcast cable, and you can actually kind of pick out what shows you want. And she helped me become a sponsor for Say Yes to the Dress. So that was exciting.
Okay.
And that was through networking. So
Totally networking. You know what? And our script kind of says that I'm supposed to ask you a question about To the Rescue. And the networking you've done through the Fisher's Favorites.
yes.
Do you have any story that Amber sounds, because I met Amber. I'm actually a wedding officiant, so I've been involved with a couple of your events, and I love one of them. But can you tell us a story about TTR? Any of the things?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I think my first event that I did at Hillcrest, I would say the majority of my vendors and my participants were from TTR Networking. I was so excited that they could be part of the bridal show, and we had so much fun. It really connected our group. I will say, we had probably 6 or 7 of the girls, I'd have to look, that were actually vendors at my event. And it was just a wonderful, gorgeous event. And I know a number of them got business from it. And it was just a really, really beautiful, beautiful event. And you were there, you were the officiant, so you remember that. And I think that was one of the greatest ones where we were all there promoting our business. We had all these beautiful women, all these brides, all these it was so exciting. And it was over the top, as you remember. It was just gorgeous. And I think, I remember that. I was so happy that so many of my networking group was there, because we could all, help each other out and actually have a wonderful afternoon. So.
It really was. And I'm joking. I was just kind of, Dawn, did you have something? Was I there? I'm not sure I was there. No, I was there. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. Real quick, those are faux weddings.
Yes.
So you said that I've done 2 weddings with you that I've officiated, and I'm really an official officiant, so I can do that.
Right.
But so the one couple got married, the other one didn't, but both cases, it was just beautiful. I mean, it's to get to see what a wedding looks like. I think when you go to to an event, sometimes when you see just vendors, you don't really know what it looks like. To have this actually happen and see what the wedding looks like is pretty cool. So thank you. Yeah, it was a very fun thing to be part of. Dawn, you have a nonprofit question for her? Is she there?
No.
Dawn?
She froze. No, there she is. Is she there? There you are. Can you hear us?
I think she was cutting.
I think the connections, we keep seeing bits and pieces of you. All right, go ahead.
I can tell you about my nonprofit.
Okay.
Cool.
So, are you there? Okay.
Yeah, we gotcha.
So, basically, my nonprofit that I'm working with currently with Indie Bride to Be is the Freedom Barn. And I've done a show there. I've done a couple shows there, actually. And we were planning on doing a show until this virus came along. And we are pushing it back to later summer. But the Freedom Barn and the Hope Center is a place where it is amazing, where it's all about helping these women who have been through human trafficking and helping them get a new start on life, and helping them get educated, get counseled, get help, and see that there's something more out there for them. And I love that, because it's people don't realize what a big problem it is, here in Indiana. And I know the Super Bowl kind of brought it to life. After the Super Bowl, we heard a lot about it. But it's a terrible thing for women, and being in the bridal industry, which is, mostly women that are involved in this, that, I want to be able to help them. I want them to see that they can have a different life than they did, and to help out there. So we're going to be doing a show, and probably, I don't know the date yet because we've got to figure this all out, but hopefully later summer. And it will be, some of the women there that are at the center will be helping with the show. It'll be just a beautiful event to help promote and try to help, any of them there at the Hope Center. And it'll also be a wonderful bridal show for people that are looking to get married and, want the information and talk to vendors. So I'm really excited to work, with the Hope Center, with the Freedom Barn.
Cool. And the Hope Center is located, where is that in?
It is on Brookville Road and Carroll Road, right at the intersection. It's right at the corner of where Hancock and Marion County meet. So it's right there on Brookville Road.
I will
Carroll.
make a point of trying to include that in the notes of the show so we have a little information on that. Well, Dawn is our resident nonprofit expert, and she and her husband have their own nonprofit. What is the Fisher's Favorites group? What have they supported? Do you remember which groups or what nonprofit?
We've done Secret Families of Hamilton County. We've supported the Humane Society of Hamilton County. We've had a number of different nonprofits that we have supported, and we were going to do a run for what was it? Hodgkin's lymphoma, and then we had Parkinson's, and we had, and I know Amy has done one, for that before, and we were helping out with that. So we've done a number of different non-for-profit fundraising, groups together, and we kind of all vote on it once a year. We kind of decide, well, we might try something else this year. So we've done 3 or 4 different ones, and I know we've done also the Hope Center and the Freedom Barn. So yes.
It's awesome. Did you have anything else, Dawn, on that? Maybe to ask, or I don't know. I kind of
Sure.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, and you mentioned the groups that you have, the nonprofits that you have worked with, that's something that your group votes on. How do you identify those groups that you're interested in supporting, those nonprofits and community groups? How are they identified, and what type of interaction does your networking group have with those organizations?
Yes, usually what we do is we all personally we have a little group where each of us go around and tell about a non-for-profit that we are working with or is dear to our hearts, and why we feel our group should support this non-for-profit, and why, and then we vote to see who we want to promote for that event, or for that for any money we've raised, or what we want to do to give back, where we feel like we really want to spend our time and energy and money towards. So we take a vote, but we all have our little ones we kind of promote, and then we all kind of work together, and then we figure out which one we're going to do this time. So
it's kind of funny because we always give our guests some advance notice on our questions, and we didn't really ask her that question. I think
no, we really didn't.
You pulled it out really well. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Good job. Because because every group really does that pretty much. They all kind of decide because of the connections within the groups, right, Dawn? That's what your group has done. And, as a leader, you've kind of, and you have a couple, you have the Voice of the Victim, but we have so many great, like the Hope Center, like the Voice of the Victim, like the the Parkinson's. I mean, just that's where I kind of think we're a little different. We are different than a lot of networking are. But anyway, I didn't mean to get off our script. What's next, ladies? Who's next?
I was gonna ask, how can our guests watching reach out to you? How can we find you, contact you, Jamie?
Are we talking to me? Okay,
Yes,
I'm sorry. I thought somebody else was going.
Nope, your turn.
Yes, basically, probably the easiest way is to email me at Jamie, Jamie, at indybridetobe.com. So it's INDYBRIDE, the number 2, the letter B.com. But you can call me. I am so available. I will pick up my phone. If there is a bride or vendor that's needing some assistance, call me at 317-372-0730, and I will pick up my phone, and I will, definitely try to help you in any way or direct you to who can help you. If you're looking for a certain vendor, if you're looking for a certain venue, I can, definitely direct you in the right direction to those places. So.
That is actually really cool though, Jamie, that you're available to people right now, because this is the time they're dealing with. And I would also say, there's so many things as we're having different guests come on, but what a great thing that you have a website that has the, that you're putting inspirational things and you're available and you're sharing, because it is going to pass. We are going to go on to the next thing. And right now, everybody's a little bit, just hoping and praying and keeping everybody, just we're taking it day by day. But what a great thing, because if you want to find out who knows weddings, it's all about Indie Bride. Right. And then you can, there is I don't think you have any competitors, do you?
We're local here in Indianapolis, so we provide coverage for the 50-mile radius around Indianapolis. The NOD is the big one, is the national one, but ours is much easier to use, and it's more about getting inspiration, ideas, what's going on in the Indianapolis area, what's trending around here. So it's a little more personal. So, it's exciting. I really, we don't. And if you look at our current blogs, we usually do we call it Wedding Wednesday. And if you look at our blogs, they're fun blogs. We had one, this last week was about exits, really fun exits. But the week before, we did one about furry friends in your wedding, and it's really cute. And so, it's fun. We get ideas. We blog about all different things. We put vendor blogs on. So yeah, it's a great time. It's a real fun website.
I'm just glad we had you on today. Dawn, you have
thank you.
A closing question for her, Dawn? Do you hear it, Dawn?
I don't have any closing question. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Well, I can. I think go ahead, Dawn. Okay. We can hear you. There's a little delay, but that's okay.
All righty. I don't have any more questions, but I love the idea of continuing the connections between brides to be and the various vendors out there, and looking forward to, having their spectacular events later. There's so much need in our communities right now as we're trying to get through this pandemic together. So I just want to remind people, if you have a need or if you have an excess of any type of resource, to make sure that you reach out and communicate in your neighborhood, with your neighbors, your church, in your community, and let's just continue to stay connected and keep sharing and taking care of each other.
Definitely.
I totally agree. Thank you.
Would you have any last comments, Jamie? We'll give you the floor here.
You know what? I would say right now, if you're a bride or a vendor or a venue, is just to have patience and realize the wedding industry is going to come back. People are going to get married. It's all good. I know it's hard and stressful right now, but just to remember that we're all in it together. And we really are. I know it sounds kind of trite, but it's so true right now that we are all here to help each other out, and we will get through this, and weddings will happen.
Yay! Good job. Good job.
That is so awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't imagine being, a bride right now, and having a wedding, and then it's on hold. Yeah. And what a comfort to have someone like you, Jamie, to
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so as we wrap this up, Jennifer, is there anything you would like to close? Any quote or?
You know what? I actually, I always refer back to the Serenity Prayer, and it's so silly because I should know it just off the top of my head.
I know it.
But you know it? Well, tell us.
Oh, I know it.
Tell me, do you know, because I always have to read it, but I know that, but the Serenity Prayer gives me a lot of comfort right now. If I can, Go ahead, Jamie. I'll let you say it. Do you know it?
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
All right. Well, there you go. See, that was perfect. And you know what? With this whole thing, it's so nice to have somebody like Jamie, Dawn.
Definitely.
We're all happy. You know, we're all bringing. There's a reality that we can't control, but we can control how we respond.
Yes.
And tomorrow is going to be a brighter day. We're hearing good things all around us, that things are getting better. We just have to take it one day at a time. And I would say that was perfect to have Jamie say that. I didn't even tell her she was going to have to do the Serenity Prayer.
I love it. It's a
That was
prayer.
great. That was great. So I'm done. Take it away, Nicole. You're good.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
We want to thank everybody again for joining us. Please visit ttrnetworking.com for all our show notes for today. Also, we're going to be posting previous shows on there as well. Visit our YouTube channel.
Yep.
You can subscribe and hit the bell.
Yep,
There's the bell.
you got it.
And get notified of future shows. And we hope to see you again soon. We're gonna thank you again. Oh, and to send a free card on us, www.sendoutcards.com/thankful single mama.
There you go.
Until next time, may all your days be filled with authenticity.
There we go. Cool.